Hello friends, and if you're watching this on the day it goes up, Happy New Year! Don't overdo it guys, take good care, take proper, if you can't be good, be careful. So I hope you all have a brilliant new year, a very COVID safe new year, and hopefully a lot of fun as well, whatever it is that you're doing. Even if you're staying in, right, I hope you get a really good film to watch, some nice food, whatever it is. So Leo's, lovely Leo's. Your song for this reading was How Long Will It Last by the Blossoms. So, maybe something, maybe there's a line that you crossed when you said my love was a lie. People like you always want back what you gave them when it's through. When I think about it now, it might be too late, but if I see you out, well, it could go two ways because I'm on sleepless nights in and out of love with you. It's the last chance to catch this flight upside down. You cut me loose in the past. How long will it last? I want to say that's a really negative, mindset to go into a relationship with. It's like, oh, I want to give this a chance, but I don't, how long is it going to last? How long's a piece of string? I want to say, do you want to give this a try or do you not want to give it a try? So I think that, I don't know what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but you've got this, it's just kind of like this negative attitude of like, oh, we've done it before, or like, I've been in this situation before. Like, it's all doom and gloom kind of mindset, which I just want to say is like, you want to go into things with a positive attitude. You want to go into things hoping, yeah, okay, fine, like prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And it feels like you're kind of not even attempting to hope for anything. It's like, yeah, this kind of like meh attitude of like the Four of Cups energy that I'm getting for you. What I'm asking in this reading is, as we go into New Year's, what are we shaking off? What are we leaving behind in 2021? And what are we embracing in 2022? What are we opening up to? So shake off the old, in with the new, right? When I was lighting your dress stick and this little smudging stick that I got for Christmas, and yeah, I was using a match to do this, the flame was really big and it didn't seem to want to go out. So I want to say, if you're going into a new relationship, you're like, how long will this last? Seems like it's gonna stick around for a little while at least, because I really had to kind of like shake the match to make it go out. I don't know, maybe that's a sign for somebody. I don't know. Let's shake it off. Let's do a bit of Taylor Swift here and see what we get for you. So, Leo, what's going on for Leo? Shaking off the past, in with the new. Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Take it slow, take it easy, don't rush into things. If you want to make it last, you want to lay those solid foundations. Be fearless and bold. Again, hope for the best. Go in with that confident Leo attitude that we all know and love. And if you don't have it, fake it till you make it. And then time to collaborate. So you are definitely Three of Pentacles, like working on something with some other people here. Whether this is a relationship, working on a relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any kind of relationship, or it's literally about work, right? Some work coming your way where you're going to be part of a team. I don't know. Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race for Leo, please. 62 could be a significant number for you. Somebody could be born in 1962. I'm wondering about my dad. How old is my dad? Is my dad 62? He's a Leo. I need to go and check that out. Find out about that. Take the upper hand. Being a little bit defensive here, but also being willing to take a leap of faith. The Seven of Fire traditionally is being a bit defensive or trying to get the upper hand in a situation. It's like trying to win the fight before the fight's even started. It kind of gives me the energy of, there's a song that says, can't for the life of me think which song or who it's by, but there's a line that says, it's like trying to get the upper hand because in the past you've had to fight every time. So it could be the past relationships or past situations. You did have to prepare because it's like the people around you were always a little bit combative. You may not have to always go into relationships with that kind of defensive attitude. Sometimes you can drop that. Excuse me. This it is a unicorn on this card. The unicorn came through quite a lot in the Christmas readings as being something that's a little bit unbelievable, a little bit too good to be true, a little bit like, do my eyes deceive me kind of thing. But this particular imagery in this card, it also kind of makes me think of the Fool in the tarot, which is talking about taking a bit of a leap of faith here. So slow and steady wins the race. It may look too good to be true, so you don't want to go racing into it because you don't want to burst that bubble too soon. But if you take it easy, then I feel like your dreams may be a little bit more likely to come through. There is definitely something about being defensive here. The turtle has that hard outer shell. There could be some Cancerian energy happening here. You could be dealing with the Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. But yeah, there's definitely a bit of a defensive, hard outer shell energy that I'm picking up on there. So I do want to say, don't go into new relationships, even if it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friendships, all sorts of different relationships. It can be even like the same relationships that you've, you know, family that you've been with all your life. Wanting to have a new phase in those relationships where you're less defensive, you're less kind of, you know, it's like that feeling of like every time I get together with my family, we end up pushing each other's buttons, we get a bit defensive. So it's like going into a situation, like going into, you know, to have dinner with them, but already having your guard up. It's like drop your guard a little bit. Take it slow, take it steady, especially if you're inviting somebody back into your life who perhaps has hurt you in the past. You know, ease into it. But you do have to drop your defenses. You can't get close to people if you've both got your barriers up. That's not how relationships work. What is Be Fearless and Bold for Leo? The cards are acting a little bit funky. Tower and Three of Earth. So this is you going into something new. The Three of Earth and this Ant Spirit, very similar energy to me. Time to collaborate. So the Three of Earth and Three of Pentacles is a card about working together as part of a team, building something together, understanding that nobody's really the full package, right? This is not build a bitch here. Nobody's the full package. It's everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and that's part of being human, and that's part of what makes us interesting. You know, if we were all perfect, we'd be robots, and you know, there's no differentiation there. So understanding what your own strengths are, what your own weaknesses are, and then finding people who can bring out your best qualities, but who also step up and fill in those gaps where you kind of fall down. So I know that I am a disorganized person, so I work best when I'm with people who can organize me, who can give me a list of jobs, and I tend to be a lot more kind of creative or about ideas. So there's two different sides of the brain going on there. So yeah, it's who are you? Are you the ideas person? Do you provide structure? Do you are you terrible with money but great at kind of getting stuff done? So there's always like different things that people bring to the table, and this is talking about finding the people and getting the people around you that bring out your best qualities and step up when you need that little bit of extra support. So the Tower, though, be fearless and bold. The Tower feels like, what's happening here? What I'm getting from this, especially because this specific tower has a lot of rock over it, it's almost like this tower is built around the rock. And then this particular Three of Earth, where it's a collaborative card, you know, like this Ant Spirit has different people in this card. Here, this person's on her own, and she's almost like got her hand up to her eye. She's like looking out. So it could be that you're looking for somebody to come and work with you on something. Could be, you know, you're looking for a partner in a relationship. You're looking for somebody to come and work on your business with you, work on a project with you. It's like you've got this energy of like wanting to build a team, right? Wanting people to come and collaborate with you. Maybe a little bit defensive about opening up, like a little bit kind of secretive, a little bit protective over whatever it is that you've been doing on your own for a while. But what I'm kind of getting with this kind of rock-like energy, it's almost like she is a statue. She's been stood there so long, she's a statue. So I'm kind of getting this energy of things grinding to a halt. Like, it's like you've got as far as you can working on your own on something, and you need to bring other people in. But you need to be quite fearless and bold about this. So again, this defensive energy, that's not fearless. Be fearless and bold. It's like step up, speak to people, get the people involved who you know, approach the people that you want to get involved with this project. So the Tower card talks about breaking away, like breaking out of something, or a structure crumbling. And I feel like what's crumbling is your stagnancy, your own inability to move on with some kind of project, or with your life, or with something. It's like you need other people to come into this situation to help you rebuild something, or to help you get something started again. So what is time to collaborate, please, for Leo? What is time to collaborate, please, for Leo? Number 1 on that card. again, it's like this singular energy, but I feel like you're being asked to get other people to come and help you with something. It's like, what is it? Two eyes are better than one, or something. Is that a phrase? Page of water. It may be that you fell out with somebody in the past. It could be that this is somebody at work, you fell out with them, but you know that you need them on your team, right? You know that you need them to come and collaborate on this project with you. So it could be that you have to apologize to someone. It could be that you have to drop your defenses, you know, take the upper hand, be the bigger person, kind of be quite bold and courageous and say, hey, I admit I was wrong, or I admit that I could have handled that situation better. I admit that I need you on this project and I've been struggling a bit without you. So it does feel a little bit like having to be the bigger person, but also kind of swallowing your pride a little bit, and possibly apologizing to get this person back on the team. It could also be an energy of taking things slowly, because the Page of Water is a very hesitant, very naive kind of emotional gesture. So it's somebody who's trying to figure out something emotionally. So it can sometimes be an apology. It can sometimes be a quick email like, hey, how are you? How do you feel about working on this thing with me again? So yeah, it's testing the waters energy. So testing the waters, time to collaborate, but take it slowly, ease into it. Yeah, just dip your toe into that new situation. And I do feel like it's going to be really, really good for you once it gets going. But I think this initial stage of it feels like coming back together, like re-collaboration. Like it feels like the first initial stages, it feels like everybody's a bit tentative. It's like we don't want to kind of like, you know, if there was a bit of a fight in the past, it's like we don't want to fight again. Yeah, just it really feels like with the ant legs, it's like delicate, right? It's like delicate coming back in. But I think it's one of those things where like the initial getting something going is the hardest bit, and then it's like you're gonna get on like a house on fire kind of thing. Maybe that's a bad terminology. You're gonna you know, once the ice is broken, it's gonna be like that kind of best friend, like, you know, like we're all in this together kind of energy again. I feel it just feels like, you know, it feels like the calm after the storm. Like there's been some kind of fallout, or there's some kind of, you know, like there's something that needs to just be left in the past, and you need to kind of like make amends and get back to whatever this was. All right, I hope that was helpful for you, Leo. Do take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful new year. Don't overdo it. I know you can sometimes be the life of the party. I don't want you all suffering tomorrow when you get up. So yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, have a lovely time, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye, my lovely Leos. Bye.